Intuitive Jacob, thank you for being here, and thank you for your patience for those of you that have been waiting. I was only able to do the 6 of the tribes for the Hall of Days because I was getting over the flu in 2 different ways and had a weird conjunctivitis, so now that I may see clearly and that we may demonstrate that as well, we're going to take a look at selective form creation, what didn't get drawn and quartered, and what's actually on the inside of the magnetic unleavening. I'll show you on the inside what it looks like on the new board, where some of us have sigiled ourselves through sound, and more messages to come. If these messages are a little weird, well, it's because some of us are in the one strong incept ion, and we're being trained to hear other things within this new form. If you have more questions about that, feel free to click the link in my description. You can enter the very fine Martians Discord chat room and enter into discussion with us. Sometimes we share music and art and other things. And if you would just like your own private reading with perhaps a forensic look into some of the things that might have been confusing to you at a first look, hit me up. We've got a very specific way that we can do that, especially if you have things like dates of birth or actual dates that events happened before the I went on and the, hey, is that can? Did the camera catch it all in that era? Huh, what's this new ear thing? You thing, me thing, catch you on the inside of the reading. Hey Aquarius, how you doing? It's great to have you here. Thank you for being present. So, shuffled and dealt, and these are the cards that we have to look at right now. I'm gonna go ahead and start with your archetype. Alright, Aquarius. So, I'm hearing, first of all, regardless of what that says at the top, eat more fruits and vegetables. I'm hearing for some of you all, this is time for live bacteria's cultures and more color variety. Go for 4 to 5 colors. Shoot for a salad if you can. Mix it up. I'm hearing it's going to work great. And yeah, that card says hedonist. Light attributes. Inspires creative energy to embrace the good things in life. Celebrates beauty in yourself. Shadow attributes. Pursues pleasure to the detriment of health. Indulges at the expense of others. I'm hearing that's like somebody got rolled up in the wrong banana boat is what I'm hearing. And I don't know if somebody you know has anything to do with banana boat. Is that like a tanning product or something? I'm hearing for somebody, watch your skin. Watch it in the tanning beds. Be careful. They're saying somebody might have had to go to under the knife because of... I'm hearing something showed up on the skin. So for some of you all, this is learning how to balance these things and knowing when something that you really enjoy might actually be injuring you. I'm going to make a recommendation. Maybe you're kind of like me. I've been detoxing through something. And I've been pushing energy out of my system, and it pushed something out of my eyes that I may also see clearly. And as an 8th house sun in Aquarius guy that's sharing this with you, I'll just tell you, this is where we're learning about things that we need to do to bring more balance in our lives. And for me, I'll just recommend, if you have access to it, get yourself into a fur sauna. That's the far infrared lights. Really burns toxins out of the body. And so I'm hearing that will be really helpful for some of you all, especially if you're like trying to eliminate something toxic out of your life. I'm hearing about somebody that's been like concerned about kidney failure, and I don't know if that's somebody in your family or if that's actually you, Aquarius. I will just say that I empathize with you. When I was actually in the hospital being treated for what is now no longer evidence of a disease in my body at all, after I'd been hospital poisoned by 4 different deadly infections in 2015 and had to recover after death. I died and was in there for about almost 10 days, being brought back and forth out of a coma to heal. my creatinine levels got up to 3.97. They rolled in a dialysis machine, and I think I cursed them out. No offense, but I did not want to go on dialysis. They put you on dialysis at 4.0 creatinine levels, and with meditation, I actually brought everything down and have healed. I know what it is to clear kidneys. Kidneys are the seat of our fear. And if any of you all have been having like lightning strikes, where it feels like lightning strikes in your kidneys, I'm hearing you might want to go on a tonic. I've been recommending to people close to me, especially who are, really trying to get this, multicolored salad bowl thing working in their life for a while. Start your morning with lemon water, warm lemon water. It's like a tea you can make. It's very soothing. Hot apple cider that you can make with a little bit of apple cider vinegar and hot water at night is also helpful. And it helps to relieve things like kidney stones. And I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's like old trauma and things that are being flushed through your system that you're dealing with now. And the worst thing you can do is think that you did something bad if now you're trying to heal and you're going through a healing crisis just because you pushed it out of your system. So it's kind of what happened to me. I started pushing a flu through my system and then shot out my eyes. So sometimes that's how healing works, and just know that if it's catching up with you, it's because you're probably doing something right. So, more color in the diet, okay? Alright, gonna move on to the Queen of the Moon. We've got hunger. Alright, Aquarius, some of you guys are definitely feeling the hunger. I'm gonna give a shout out here to my buddy Gigi's Divine Haven. She was just talking about this and her Divine Masculine and Feminine and what's been going on with the hunger, and where, especially if you've been dealing with polarities, it's like some of you have been howling at the moon and chasing your own tail, and how some of the hunger that you have learned to satisfy for yourself, perhaps during the year of the dog and over the past year of the metal pig, have actually been you manifesting something. This is a wolf moon here, but I will tell you, that really looks like a super moon to me too. And I'm hearing that number 29, for some of y'all, might be a resonant point. I'm hearing that whatever it is that's returning to you right now might have a lot to do with what you might have led up into if you're somebody that's had your Saturn return. Because it's around 28, 29. I'm hearing this is about the Saturn return and where Saturn is in your chart right now, especially being affected by the current stellium that we've had in Capricorn. Some of you all might want to take a look at your private charts right now just to see where that Saturn placement is in your own natal chart, so that you're aware of what's being adjusted, because some of the things that we landed in, where it's like, hey, you sat in it, you earned it, from a karmic standpoint, are being flipped. Especially for those of you all that, have focused on the light attributes of how creative energies can be manifest and how you can just be that goddess, even if you're a guy, Some guys love the goddess energy. I'm one of them. Alright, let's see what else we have here. Aquarius. We've got a Black Moon Astrology card. So you might be dealing with an Aries. I'm hearing that person might be real pissed off at you for something. If you're not upset about this person for some reason, I'm hearing they might be really upset about you too, especially if somebody's mortality is involved. The number 13 keeps showing up. Showed up for Capricorn too. I'm hearing you might have this ram in common. And for some of you all, this is somebody that might be showing up really well. If it's not an emperor-like person who's really earned the position of being that crusty about certain things, this is somebody that might be getting flipped over in your life for karmic reasons. You're going to know if that's the case, especially. It has something to do with this dog howling at the moon there. Alright, what else do we have here, Aquarius? Those of you that have been interested in romantic relationships will be happy to see these next two cards, because these are going to give us a little bit of a context on what might be going on in our romantic life. So, with the Tarot of Sexual Magic, we have, Temperance. So, that's a number 14. That might be an important number to some of you all, Aquarius. And boy, do I love this depiction of Temperance. Isn't she amazing? That goddess there has figured out how to maximize every situation so that there is nothing that's lost. And she makes it look easy. Like, there's something she does that just sort of like caresses the energy, is what they're saying. And make no mistake, that did not come easy for her. She's worked really, really diligently to make this happen. Whoever this is, if this is somebody new coming into your life, I'm hearing she's had something, I don't want to say up her sleeve, but she's been up to something for a while. And she really had to balance herself for this. And, you know, she doesn't have to be a Sagittarius, but she might have Sagittarius in her chart. A lot of times it's a Sagittarius person. Sometimes Aquarius. This might even be you learning how to balance your emotions and how to satisfy some of your own ideas from an alchemical sense, especially if you've been single for a while and calling back a mate. And I'm hearing for some of you all, this is like perfect relationship and creation and figuring out how to make sure that the energies are meeting together at the same time and nobody's like rocking the other person away. Because I'm hearing for some of you all, this is like two different people here that you might have been dealing with. I mean, it's possible that this is the same person for some of you all, you know, an Aries Sag mix. But I'm here for some of you all, it's a context. It's like you might have had this person go this one way, and then now you've got this other person that goes another way. So we've got this headstrong, I'm gonna ram you and knock you over, and then you've got this other fire that's like with air and water that's a little bit more gentle. And learning about how what you might have called in before might have been karmic, and now, you know, you learned how to howl at the moon just right, chase your own tail a little bit, and maybe come through a little bit more like this yourself. And so for some of you all, this is just for you to know that if you've got a partner that's being like this, I'm hearing they might be tiptoeing around you is what it is. This is major arcana energy. You're going to know if this is the case. That's somebody that's with you forever. If this is somebody that's still being gentle like this. Now, if this is not your partner, and this is somebody that you are in the process of, I'm hearing ascending with for some of you. It's like you were almost pouring the same fluid between two vessels and figuring out how much each person really wanted there. It's mirror work is what I'm hearing. Let's see what else we can find out. Okay, so we've got the Phoenix showing up with the Love Oracle. Oh, Aquarius, radical, new phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, changed mind. Okay, so for some of you all, this is affecting somebody who might be calling themselves your ex. Somebody who might have X'd themselves off for a reason. And it might also be showing up for the one that has either stayed with you and might have been healing with you, because I get a really healed vibe from this person here. It's like they've been through a lot. I'm hearing she just covers herself lightly with whatever this sheet or dress is over her, and she just takes it real gently. It's whatever she has in her senses, and sometimes the power of ascent. And how quickly ascent can rise us to a new phase when the Phoenix knows their energy was well spent. Oh, forgot to mention, for those of you that were wondering what kind of stone I used for Aquarius, this is actually a piece of petrified wood that I love. So, beautiful piece of petrified wood. What wood knows about being mixed with water to create something like this? Let's see what kind of advice we get from Archangel Michael. Decide to be happy now, Aquarius. Oh wow, that is apt. I'm hearing for some of you all, okay, this is the long distance partnership agreement that's been coming for some of you. Because I'm hearing for some of you all, it's like, they're telling me somebody was incarcerated for the wrong reason. I don't know who that is, Aquarius, but they're saying it's like, if that's the case for you, this person is being exonerated. I'm hearing they're being exonerated. It's a very specific message for somebody. It can't be for all of you, Aquarius. But, wow. I'm hearing that it's going to be really good for whoever that person is if there was like an unfair incarceration of somebody. But for other people, it's like, that might have been why you were at a distance with somebody. I'm hearing for somebody else, it's like, just coming together with somebody who's going to meet you at your own level. It's like it's going to be like two balanced wings coming together, just kind of like how these doves are above her head while she's balancing these things with this vessel and being her own healing agent. So this says, my prayer, thank you for helping me open my heart to happiness, joy, and bliss. I am now willing to see all of the goodness in my life. I really love that for you, Aquarius. Decide to be happy now. Joy. It's truly a decision. Let's see if we can get ourselves a little bit of more information about, I want to know about this temperance person here, because I'm hearing for some of you all, if this actually isn't your partner that's just being like patient and amazing with you, this is somebody that wants to come in, that's showing you how to, it's like a special kind of band-aid is what they're showing me. And it might be like who they're friends with, and hearing they might have like spirit friends and like people that meet you on the same level, even if they're not really there. It's like they're in their energy or aura. You're gonna know if that's for you, Aquarius. This is for very specific people when it goes like that, but some of you are very close to your spirit guides, so I don't know if that's for you or not. But even if that's not your partner, if some of you have been looking for a partner, because I'm hearing for some of you all, this might actually be you that's been single and like being patient, that it's like you've been working on a situation to make sure that it's balanced. Because I'm hearing it's like what you want. It's like you just want it to be able to come to the same level at the same time. And that's really what's happening right now. And that's what the Phoenix knows, and that's why deciding to be happy is what's going to allow things to meet you at that level, where you're also open. What does my Aquarius need to know about this Temperance card? Okay, Aquarius. Here it's, well, about fidelity. This is something you might have learned from a good friend of yours. Maybe you've had a dog or a companion animal of some kind in your life that showed you what it is to have true fidelity and to be able to kind of let your hair down, you know, and share what's going on under the surface. Maybe not even having to say so much. For some of you all, this is about someone that passed away. Because sometimes La Vecchia Signora is the ascension path, especially if you've seen how a culture can move and what people will say about the hair of the dog and the light of the hunger moon, and what some might eat, because this is about energy consumption and how things can go full spectrum and sometimes just overnight. And for some of you all, there might be an implication with an older person. You know, this is an older woman here. It could be a motherly, matriarchal figure. Sometimes she's not related to you. Sometimes this is a psychic person. I've even shown up like La Vecchia Signora. This is a symbol of protection. And somebody that, if they're not an older woman to you in your life, it's somebody that you've probably known for a period of time, a long period of time. But they know something about fidelity, and they've taught you something about grace and what it is to be able to land integrated with all of your energy in the right place at the right time. What the Phoenix knows about what she might have turned your back on and left behind. Now, that 13 there, another sort of indication on the death. We've got two 13s here with this Aries character. And then I'm hearing somebody that might have inherited whatever that red mark is on their head. I'm hearing they're marked. And if they're marked for something, it had to deal with somebody's money or their gold. But they're showing me an older woman and a dog, and somebody's disgrace, what they might have attempted to do to put another person under a fog, and why 7 is about timing, and why disgrazia means all things have been witnessed and that they won't get away with it. So for some of you all, this is about the things that require patience and that take time to go all the way around, and why for me tarot is about how to rat it all out. Let me know if it makes sense to you, Aquarius. For some of you all, you're on the cusp of some delayed adjudication is what I'm hearing. They're saying delayed adjudication. I don't know if that's for you. I'm hearing for some of you all, it might be about an incarceration that shouldn't have happened with somebody that was close to you, if that wasn't perhaps you yourself. Whatever it is, just know that the cameras have been on in the new incept ion era, where the Satoshi Nakamoto Fortuna got spent on nanobots that let them write themselves off into the false inheritance. And some of you have very special friends protecting you from every angle and every lens that you didn't know was recording everything the whole time. If you need a private reading, hit me up. My information's below. If this information can help somebody, hit me up with a thumbs up or share it with them, my love. I appreciate you very much. I love you, and we'll catch you again soon when we're back for another one. Bye for now.
Promise that you'll catch me.